Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the IU Natatorium, downtown Indianapolis, as the Indiana Swimming YouTube channel presents coverage of the 2025 Indiana Swimming Age Group Long Course Championship, sponsored by Speedo. We're just about ready to get underway with our first 10 and under session of this meet. This is the Friday 10 and under session. We're going to get started with event 9, 10 and under girls 200-meter freestyle. All 10 and under events are time finals. And then we'll move to event 10, boys 10 and under 200 freestyle, and take an awards break, and then we'll move on to the rest of the competition after that. I'm Eric Eaton. I'm joined by Executive Director of Indiana Swimming, Tony Young, as we get ready for this 10 and under session. And Tony, these 10 and under sessions are always fun, particularly for the swimmers that are swimming in this meet for the first time. Many of these 9-year-olds and maybe some 8-year-olds competing for the first time in this meet.
Not just the kids, but the parents coming into the iconic IU Natatorium. And it's like walking into a Lucas Oil Stadium. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, certainly one of the historic venues for swimming in the United States, to say the least, the IU Natatorium. First event will be event 9, the 10 and under girls 200-meter freestyle. It'll be 4 lengths of the pool. We'll have 5 heats of time finals. The fastest seeded heat will be heat 5. The time final means that the overall champion point scoring positions can come out of any 5 of these heats. We're going to score down to 16 places in these individual events, and relays too also score to 16 places to get 20 points for a win. Speedo is an official sponsor of the Indiana Swimming and all LSC and all championship meets. Also, Elsmore Swim Shop. The Elsmore Swim Shop is the official supplier and sponsor of Indiana Swimming and Team Indiana. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Indiana Swimming. Indiana Swimming is one of the 59 local swimming committees that make up USA Swimming. Indiana Swimming would like to wish all this weekend's competitors good luck and fast times. Indiana Swimming, creating opportunities for swimmers to realize their dreams. So events 9 and 10 up first, the 10 and unders and 200 free. Then it'll be events 11 and 12, the 50 backstroke events. Then events 13 and 14, the 100 breaststroke events. We'll take a 10-minute awards break in between each set of events. And then events 15 and 16, the 50 butterfly events, will wrap up our 10 and under session for this Friday afternoon here at the IU Natatorium. Ready for heat 1 of 5 time final heats, 10 and under girls 200-meter freestyle. In lane 1, we have Amy Wu, a 10-year-old from Boilermaker Aquatics. Lane 2 is Megan Q, a 10-year-old from Avon Community. Lane 3 is Emma Stillwell, 10-year-old from Capital Aquatics. Lane 4, Macy Couch, 10-year-old from Hoosier Hills Otters. Lane 5 is Evelyn Martin, 10-year-old from Michiana Marlins. Lane 6 is Hayden Lalime, 10-year-old from Northridge Area Swimming Association. Lane 7, Callie Harb, 10-year-old from Munster Swim Club. And in lane 8, Haley Mason, a 9-year-old from Plainfield Community. Lane 1 at the IU Natatorium, the top of your screen. Lane 8 at the bottom of your screen. And this is 4 lengths of the pool. And the 200 freestyle, this is the longest race that the 10 and under swim, the 200 free at this meet.
Got 5 heats of the 10 and under 200 freestyle. That's great. I mean, even last year, I know we had 7 of the girls. Young ladies trying to achieve the 2:43.49, which is the 14 and under Central Zone Championships time standards to go compete for Team Indiana in Minnesota.
The early leader here in lane 3 is Stillwell from Capital Aquatics. Meet record was set way back in 1984 by Aaron Rack, 2:18.77. Association record was set in 2016 for this event. Adele Zenowitz, 2:18.76 is the time. Stillwell still leading here. Emma Stillwell in lane 3. The back half of this race. Second place, it looks like, in lane 7 here in this opening heat is Harb from Munster. Final turn. for Stillwell from Capital Aquatics is complete. It still looks like it's Stillwell in the lead, followed by Harb in lane 7, and then also now coming on a little bit here in lane 4 is Couch from Hoosier Hills Otters. "15 meters left for Emma Stillwell, who's led this race wire to wire, the opening heat. 10 and under girls 200-meter freestyle. Looks like we're going to have a change for position for second inside the flag. Stillwell wins the opening heat in a time of 2:47.44. That becomes the time to beat. Second place was Couch in lane 4. 250.94. Getting third in lane 7 was Harb, 251.69. As we move to heat 2, we use flyover starts here at this meet. In lane 1, it'll be Lucy Rose, a 9-year-old from Plainfield Community. Lane 2, Kinsey Richardson, 9-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 3 is Eleanor Crapo, 9-year-old from Terre Haute Torpedoes. Lane 4, Vanessa Murray, 10-year-old from Crown Point. Lane 5, Ari Argyris, 10-year-old from Center Grove Aquatic Club. Lane 6 will be Avery Ball, 9-year-old from Franklin Regional. Her teammate is in lane 7, Haley Hines. She's also a 9-year-old. In lane 8, we have Mila Duke, a 10-year-old from the Wave Makers. These 200 free races, 4 lengths to the pool. Early lead here being established in lane 5 by Argyris. Battle for second here, lanes 2 and 3 approaching the halfway mark. We have Richardson in 2 and Crapo in 3. So still out in front here now on the back half of this swim is Argyris from Center Grove Aquatic. In lane 5. She approaches her final turn. Sorry. Argyris on her way home now. Time to beat is 2:47.44. Moving into second place now in lane 6 here is Avery Ball from Franklin Regional. Approaching 15 meters to go in the second heat of 5-time finals here. 10 under girls 200-meter freestyle. Looks like Ari Argyris is going to hang on and win this second heat in a time of 2:48.90. Second place went to Ball in lane 6, 250.19. Getting third in lane 8 was Duke, 252.52 her time. Moving on to heat 3 now. In lane 1 will be Juliet Calhoun, 8-year-old from the Valparaiso Swim Club. Lane 2, Nora Sweeney, 9-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 3, Brooke Allen, 10-year-old from the Zionsville Swim Club. Lane 4 will be Autumn Reese, 10-year-old from Lake Central Barracudas. Lane 5, Bryn Wells, 10-year-old Irish Aquatics. Lane 6, Opal Enoch, 10-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 7, Tilly Sharon, 10-year-old from Northwood Aquatics Club. And in lane 8, Bryn Fortney, 10-year-old from Duneland. Time to beat from the opening heat belongs to Emma Stillwell, 2:47.44. Fastest seeded heat will be heat 5. And pretty even across the pool here, lanes 4 through 8. Really battling for the lead here on this opening 100. Now with about 25 meters left on the opening 100. It looks like moving into a slight lead here in lane 4 is Reese from Lake Central, followed in lane 5 by Wells from the Irish Aquatics. Looks like Wells now is going to take the lead. Actually, it's lane 6 taking the lead. That's Opal Enoch who's taking the lead from Wells, approaching the halfway mark. Enoch's opening 100 time is 1:16:32. And the battle for second behind her, lanes 4 and 5, Reese in 4, Wells in 5. It looks like making a move is Reese in lane 4. And she's turned it on a little bit now on the back half. From Lake Central. Her stroke pattern is more like kind of almost like a sprint freestyle, almost like straight arming into the wall is Reese. It's working for her though. She's got the lead. Yeah, she's flying. She turned it on the second 100. Autumn Reese from Lake Central. Battle for second. Enoch still holding on to second. Wells trying to close on her. Coming inside the flags. This heat's going to go to Autumn Reese in lane 4. Winning time is 2:38.8, 2:38.59. That's the fastest time so far. Second place went to Enoch in lane 6, 2:42.76. Wells got third, 2:43.24 in the third heat. 700 girls 200 meter freestyle. Move to heat 4 now. In lane 1 will be Adley Gaxey, 10-year-old from Dunlin. Lane 2, Michaela Morris, 10-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 3, Aniston Worley, 10-year-old from Noblesville Swim Club. Lane 4 will be Brenley Kensinger, 10-year-old from the Lake Central Barracudas. Lane 5, we have Natalie Garrity, a 10-year-old from the Brownsburg Swim Club. Lane 6, Cora Arnold, 10-year-old from the Noblesville Swim Club. Lane 7, Anna Parentow, 9-year-old from the Westfield Aquatics. And then lane 8, Ruby Morningstar Johnson, 10-year-old from Wabash Valley. 2:38.59, the time to beat from the previous heat. And going out strong in lane 1 at the top of your screen is Gaxey from Dunlin. Looks like she's battling early in the race with lane 5 here. Garrity from Brownsburg. And then lanes 5, 6, and 7 pretty much right together. Looks like lane 5 now. Garrity has established a little bit of a lead, approaching the 100-meter wall. Hanging in there at the top of your screen, though, is Gaxey from Dunlin. Halfway split for your leader, Garrity, in 5 is going to be 1:16.87. Three-way battle for second behind your leader, Garrity. We'll see how that shapes up here. Moving up a little bit on Garrity. It looks like in lane 4, just above her here, is Kensinger from Lake Central. Those two side by side into the wall down there. Kensinger in 4 and Garrity in 5. And it looks like Brindley Kensinger from Lake Central has grabbed the lead now with less than a half a lap to go from Garrity here in heat 4. 10 under girls 200 meter freestyle, and pulling away now inside 15 meters. So Brindley Kensinger is going to win this heat from Lake Central in a time of 2:39.76. Just off the fast time by her teammate. Second place went to Gaxi up at the top of the screen in lane 1. Time of 2:45.46. I'm not sure. Well, they checked that. Kensinger's time did not register. 2:39.76 was actually Garrity. So we'll have to refer you to Meet Mobile to get that time for Kensinger. She did win that heat. Heat 5 in lane 1, Gracie Warling, 10-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 2 is Collins Peachy, 10-year-old from Tri-West. Lane 3, Rosali Ackerman, 10-year-old from Franklin Regional. Lane 4 is Charlie Medford, 10-year-old from Indiana Swim Club. Lane 5 is Allie Loeffner, 10-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 6 is Matilda Basich, 10-year-old from Duneland. Lane 7, Casey Daly, 10-year-old from Noblesville Swim Club. And in lane 8, Myra Jario, 9-year-old from Club Olympia. This is the fastest seeded heat. Medford in lane 4, number 1 seed, 2:38.39 her time. And she's out strong here early in lane 4 from the Indiana Swim Club. And Medford will have the lead at the halfway mark. We'll give you her split time here, 100-meter split time in lane 4. Going out in a 1:12.31. Second place in lane 5 was Loeffner at the halfway mark, 1:14.77, her halfway split. There are about 5 athletes battling for second place here in this heat behind Medford. Final turn coming up for Charlie Medford. North end of the pool is complete. Well, whoever can win that battle for second, 5-way battle for second, could end up scoring a bunch of points for their team. A big difference between second and sixth. Medford still leading with a half a lap to go, but lanes 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 in a great battle for second behind her. And let's see what Medford's winning time will be in the heat. It's going to be 2:35.18. And I believe that's going to be good enough to take the win in the event for Charlie Medford. Getting second in the fifth heat, winning that great battle for second in lane 1 was Gracie Warling. Lane 1, 2:37.67. Getting third was Ackerman in lane 3, 2:37.71. Board's presentation for the girls in the 200 freestyle come up after the boys event here. Event 10 and under boys 200-meter freestyle. 4 heats of time finals. In heat 1, lane 3, Joshua Purvis, 9-year-old from Center Grove Aquatic Club. Lane 4, Max Tempest, 9-year-old from Club Olympia. And lane 5, Eli Bryant, 9-year-old from the Crown Point Swim Club. Meet record established in 1985 by Scott Bell, 2:22.74. And the association record was set this year by Gabriel Brown, time of 2:20.82. And I will point out he is in heat 4. So the association record is in heat 4, which is the fastest seeded heat. Time final, though, as we said during the girls' race, overall winner, top 16 point scoring positions can come out of any of these 4 heats. Early lead here in heat 1. It belongs to Max Tempest from Club Olympia in lane 4. He's opened up about a body length lead over Purvis, above him in lane 3. Halfway turn here for your leader, Max Tempest. His halfway split is 121.91. And then you have Purvis and Bryant battling for second behind him. .990 total athletes were entered to compete in this meet here this weekend at the IU Natatorium. This is the 10 and under session, first 10 and under session of the meet. Tempest makes his final turn, north end of the pool, and now he sets his sight on the finish here. He's led all the way opening heat here. 10 under boys, 200 meter freestyle. Max is from Club Olympia. Moving into second, and a clear second place advantage now is Purvis in lane 3 as he comes inside 5 meters. And Tempest wins the opening heat in a time of 2:47.45. That's the time to beat. Purvis got second, lane 3, 2:49.77. Into heat 2 now. Lane 1 will be Jacob Lindmeyer, 10-year-old from Fort Wayne. Lane 3, Pete Wilhelm, 10-year-old from Avon Community. Lane 4, Ben Weaver, 10-year-old from Greater Evansville. Lane 5, Diego Sanchez, a 10-year-old from Fishers area. Lane 6, Jackson Hosley, 10-year-old from Greater Evansville. And in lane 7, Luke Profit, the 10-year-old from Fort Wayne. Heat 2 of 4-time finals heats in the 10 under boys 200 meter freestyle event. Early lead belongs to Wilhelm in lane 3. And Pete Wilhelm's going to lead at the halfway mark here in lane 3. Let's see what his halfway split is. It is 1:17.02, turning in second in lane 5 was Sanchez out in a 1:19.99. Time to beat from the opening heat, 2:47.45. And Wilhelm approaches the final turn as he continues to lead with a little less than 50 meters left now. Still in second place in lane 5 is Diego Sanchez from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers. Less than half a lap to go now for your leader Wilhelm in 3. Moving up on Sanchez for second here in lane 7 at the bottom of your screen is Profit. And also closing in as well on Sanchez in lane 4 is Weaver. Pete Wilhelm's going to win this second heat from Avon Community in lane 3 in a time of 2:45.39. It's the fastest time so far. Second place went to Profit in lane 7, 2:48.32, getting third in lane 5, Sanchez, 2:50.05 in that heat. Heat 3, lane 1, Brooks Carroll, 10-year-old from Wind Tidal Wave. Lane 2 will be Drew Miller, 10-year-old from the Southeastern Swim Club. Lane 3, Donovan Rayburn, 10-year-old from Fishers area. Lane 4, Hudson Hoagland, 10-year-old from Northridge area. Lane 5, Oliver Griesuk, 9-year-old from Noblesville Swim Club. Lane 6 is Max Williams, 10-year-old from Elkhart United. Lane 7, Zishan Hoffman, 10-year-old from Carmel Swim Club. And in lane 8, Owen Lowe, 10-year-old from the Lake Central Barracudas. Fastest seeded heat will be the next heat, heat 4. That will include our Indiana Association record holder in this event, Gabriel Brown. Leader here in this heat, lane 6, is Max Williams from Elkhart United. It's like second place in lane 4 is Hoagland, Northridge area. Trying to close in a little bit on Max going into the wall here at the halfway mark of the 200 free. And Max will have the lead here. In lane 6, halfway mark, he's halfway split 1:15.66. Hoagland in second. In lane 4, he's out in a 1:16.91. And then a great battle for third behind him. We have 5 swimmers involved in that battle. Still Williams out in front in lane 6, followed by Hoagland. We'll see what Hoagland's got left in the tank in lane 4 here for this final 50. The two gentlemen approach the final turn down at the north end of the pool. Williams and Hoagland. Well, it's been Williams in control of the race right from the get-go. Still out in front in lane 6 with a half a lap to go. Hoagland still in second, but trying to move up on him in lane 3 is Rayburn from Fishers area. Also coming on in lane 7 is Hoffman. But Max Williams is going to win this third heat, 1000 boys 200 meter freestyle in lane 6 with a time of 2:37.26. And that's the fastest time with one heat left. Second place went to Hoagland in lane 4, 2:49.1, and getting third in lane 7 was Hoffman, 2:41.76 his time. Final heat now, heat 4. In lane 1, it'll be Maddox Mackerel, 9-year-old from Fishers area. Lane 2, Alex Shee, 9-year-old from Carmel Swim Club. Lane 3, Liam Ripple, 10-year-old from Portage Porpoise. Lane 4, Gabriel Brown, 9-year-old from Fishers area. Lane 5, Jace Jackson, 10-year-old from Fishers area. Lane 6 is Chad Pendleton, a 10-year-old from Club Olympia. Lane 7, Harrison Hull, 10-year-old from Flashes Aquatics. And lane 8, Shiloh Pack, 10-year-old from Carmel Swim Club. That meet record is 2:22.74. And as we said, Brown in lane 4 has the association record in the event is 2:20.82. The question is, can he add the meet record to his resume here? We'll see. And can anybody else challenge him? He's out pretty strong in lane 4. Meet record is about 2 seconds slower than his association record. And Gabe Brown at the halfway mark, leading in lane 4. He goes out in a 1:06.18. Followed in second in lane 6 is Pendleton, out in a 1:10.81. Gabe Brown into the final turn, far into the pool. Big lead here in this heat in lane 4. We had a new meet and association record set in our first session here, the prelims this morning. See what happens here. Brown now with 15 meters to go. Meet record is 2:22.74 here for Gabriel Brown to set a new meet record. And I think he's going to do it. He's going to smash the meet record. He charges the wall and finishes with a winning time of 2:16.77. And he gets them both, a new meet record, and he breaks his association record as well, and he's excited. And he should be. Great swim, 2:16.77. And second place went to Pendleton in lane 6, 2:26.42, getting third in the heat. Ripple in lane 3, 2:27.01. So 2:16.77 for Gabriel Brown. Just a 9-year-old from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, so he's got another year left in this event if he chooses to swim it again next year. 2:16.77 is the new meet and association record. We'll see Gabriel on the top podium of the awards stage here in a few moments. As we're going to be going down to Mike Miles, the voice of the pool deck for our 10 and under 200-meter freestyle awards for both the girls and the boys here in a moment. Our next event will be event 11, 10 and under girls in the 50-meter backstroke. We'll have 4 heats of time finals, and it'll be followed by event 12, 10 and under boys, same event, 50-meter backstroke, 5 heats of time finals. Flashes Aquatics, the host for these championships this week, 2025 Indiana Swimming Age Group Long Course Championship, sponsored by Speedo here at the IU Natatorium. Meet directors Becky Hull and John Sincroft. Entry chair is Dalton Herendine. Dalton Herendon, excuse me. Your meet referee at this meet, Crystal Loudermilk, and your administrative referee, Troy Tricker. Awards presentation coming up here shortly. 10 under girls 200 freestyle. Top 8 finishers. Also, reminder, the finals, Friday finals will start 5 p.m. here at the IU Natatorium. We'll have that for you here on the Indiana Swimming YouTube channel as well. Takes a little bit longer to get the 10 and unders rounded up for the awards because it's all time final. So you could have a finisher in the first heat of 5 heats be in the top 8. Let's go down to Mike Miles, voice of the pool deck.
And keeping with our pirate theme today, we got some pirate award presentation music. The award presentation in 10 and under girls, 200 freestyle. Come on out, girls. And in 8th place from Duneland Swim Club, Matilda Basic. 7th place from Lake Central Barracudas, Brinley Kissinger. In 6th place, Lake Central Barracudas, Autumn Reese. 5th place from Carmel Swim Club, Allie Luffner. 4th place from Tri-West Swim Club, Collins Peachy. 3rd place from Franklin Regional Swim Team, Rosalie Ackerman. Placing 2nd from Carmel, Gracie Warling. And your 2025 Indiana Age Group Long Course Champion in 10 and under girls 200 freestyle from Indiana Swim Club, Charlie Medford, in a time of 2:35.18. So let's give it up for Charlie.
And Mike will be back in just a moment here with the awards presentation for the 10 and under boys. Same event, 200 free, and then it'll be back to swimming, event 11. 10 and under girls, the 50-meter backstroke, followed by the 10 and under boys, same event, 50-meter backstroke, events 11 and 12. The next set of events before the next awards break. Let's go back down to Mike.
And now the award presentation in 10 under boys 200 freestyle. In 8th place from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Maddox Mackerel. 7th place from Elkhart United Aquatics, Max Williams. 6th place from Flashes Aquatics, Harrison Hull. 5th place from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Jace Jackson. 4th place from Carmel Swim Club, Alex Shee. 3rd place from Portage Porpoise Swim Club, Liam Ripple. 2nd place from Club Olympia, Chad Pendleton. And the 2025 Indiana Age Group Long Course Champion and 10 under boys 200 free from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Gabriel Brown, setting a new meet and Indiana Association record with his swim this afternoon, 2:16.77. And he's showing his muscles off up there. You got a lot to be proud of Gabriel Brown and all of our top 8 finishers in the 10 and under boys 200 freestyle.
All right, thank you, Mike. And we'll get the timer chairs turned back around and we'll be ready for event 11, 10 under girls. 50-meter backstroke. We're going to start at the north end of the pool for these 50-meter backstroke races and finish at the traditional starting end here, which is the and finish end, which is the south end of the pool here at the IU Natatorium. 4 heats of time finals coming up here. 10 and under girls 50-meter backstroke. Meet and association record set back in 2016 by Adele Zinowitz. In the time of, well, the meet record is 33:24, and then she also held the association record from that year as well. Was not set in this meet, though. The time is 32:98. one length of the pool coming up here, backstroke. Our time finals again, all 10 and under events are. The fastest seeded heat will be heat 4. And backstroke could be somewhat of a challenging event for these 10 and unders here at the IU Natatorium. A high ceiling with a lot of natural light coming in from the top of the ceiling. So if they have their first time competing here, it'll be something that they will have to adjust to. They've obviously had a warm-up session to help with that. And we're ready with heat 1 of 4-time final heats, 10 under girls 50-meter backstroke. In lane 3 in heat 1, it'll be Taya Glasper, 9-year-old from Wavemakers. Lane 4, Haley Hines, 9-year-old from Franklin Regional. In lane 5, Mila Duke, 10-year-old from Wavemakers. And we're underway. Half lap to go. Battle for the lead here. Lanes 3 and 5. Glasper in 3. Duke in 5. With 15 meters left. Looks like Duke into the lead. Inside the flags now. Opening heat to Mila Duke in a time of 42:15. And second place Glasper in lane 3, 43.26. And that'll bring us to heat 2 now. In lane 1, it'll be Kiora Rives, 9-year-old from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers. Lane 2 is Rowan Ramker, 9-year-old from Dunlin. Lane 3, Juliet Calhoun, 8-year-old from Valparaiso. Lane 4 is Macy Couch, 10-year-old from Hoosier Hills Otters. Lane 5, Holden Bernal, 10-year-old from Sugar Creek Swim Club. Lane 6 will be Kennedy Glisson, 9-year-old from Mount Vernon Swim Team. And lane 7, Eleanor Benach, 9-year-old from Munster Swim Club. Looks like the lead with a half a lap to go here in lane 6 is Glisson from Mount Vernon. Kennedy Glisson will win this heat in lane 6 from Mount Vernon in a time of 40.55. That's the fastest time so far through 2 heats. Second place was Bernal in lane 5, 41.86. On to heat 3. Lane 1 will be Adley Gaxey, 10-year-old from Dunlin. Lane 2, Alina Abney, 10-year-old from Franklin Regional. Lane 3, Julia Bomeyer, 10-year-old from the Brownsburg Swim Club. Lane 4, Aniston Worley, 10-year-old from the Noblesville Swim Club. Lane 5, Charlotte Britton, 10-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 6 is Amy Wu, 10-year-old from Boilermaker Aquatics. Lane 7, Finley Crow, 9-year-old from Carmel Swim Club. And in lane 8 is Liliana Marchant, 10-year-old from Crown Point Swim Club. These 10-unders are allowed to use the backstroke wedges. You might have seen them recoil there on the start. With the lead here in lane 3 is Bomeyer from Brownsburg. Approaching 15 meters to go. And it looks like Bomeyer will take this third heat of the time final in the 50-meter backstroke event in a time of 39.86, and that's the new fastest time. Second place, Worley in lane 4, 40.94. 1 heat left, the fastest seeded heat. In lane 1, it'll be Celia Morgan, 10-year-old from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers. Lane 2, Maddie Grizzle, 9-year-old from Fort Wayne. Lane 3, Matilda Basic, 10-year-old from Duneland. Lane 4, Collins Peachy, 10-year-old from the Tri-West Swim Club. Lane 5 will be Rosalie Ackerman, 10-year-old from Franklin Regional. Lane 6, Carly Griswold, 10-year-old from Westfield Aquatics. Lane 7, Addison Salvadori, 10-year-old from the Southeastern Swim Club. And in lane 8, Finley Cannon, a 10-year-old from Irish Aquatics. Peachy in lane 4, the top seed. Her seed time 37.95. Her meet record is 33.24. Underway. We're coming up a half lap to go. Looks like lane 1 of the lead here. That's Morgan from Fishers Area. And she's still in the lead with 15 meters to go. Coming on here in lane 3 is Basic from Duneland. And then also a charge out of lane 5, Ackerman inside the flags here. See who's going to get in there and get the touch first. It's going to be Ackerman in lane 5. A time of 37.37, and she's going to win the event with that swim. Rosalie Ackerman. Second place in the heat went to Basic in lane 3, 37.55. Third place in the heat, Griswold in lane 6. On now to event 12, 10 under boys, 50-meter backstroke. 5 heats of time finals. Heat 1 in lane 2, it'll be Charlie Stout, 9-year-old from the Concord Swim Club. Lane 3, Eli Bryant, 9-year-old from Crown Point. Lane 4, Nathan West, 9-year-old Carmel Swim Club. Lane 5 is Max Tempest, 9-year-old from Club Olympia. Lane 6, Philip Blackwell, the 9-year-old from Indiana Swim Club. And in lane 7, Austin Oyang, 10-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Meeting association record set in 1983. The time is 33.59. It's shared by Steve Ware and Bart Wicker. So those two gentlemen must have tied for the win in that meet back in 1983. Here with 15 meters to go, it's lane 7 out in front, Oyang from Carmel. And Oyang touches first in the opening heat in a time of 41.49. Second place in the heat, Blackwell in lane 6, 43.80. Heat 2. Lane 1 will be Joshua Purvis, 9-year-old from Center Grove Aquatic Club. Lane 2, Koa Jamison, 9-year-old from Fort Wayne. Lane 3 is Jamison Kerber, 10-year-old from Southeastern Swim Club. Lane 4, Michael Bielski Russell, 10-year-old from Fishers Area. Lane 5, Isaac Lickey, 10-year-old from Greater Evansville. Lane 6 is Bodie Glaros, 8-year-old from Valparaiso Swim Club. Lane 7, Ezra Riker Johnson, 8-year-old from Valparaiso Swim Club. And in lane 8, Tayden Leibold, 8-year-old from Concord. So we have 3 8-year-olds who qualified for this event. Still lane 1 at the top of your screen, lane 8 at the bottom of your screen, even though we're starting from the north end. Let's start out of lane 2 here. Jamison from Fort Wayne. Coming on in lane 4 here with 15 meters to go is Bielski Russell from Fishers Area. And he may take the win in the heat. In fact, he will. Bielski Russell. Lane 4 in a time of 39.79, fastest time so far. Second place went to Jamison in lane 2, 40.43. We move on to heat 3 now. In lane 1, Liam Cockram, 9-year-old from Fishers Area. Lane 2 will be Noah Kamagni, 10-year-old from Center Grove Aquatic. Lane 3, Shank Abianca, 10-year-old from Lake Central Barracudas. Lane 4 will be Remington Allen, 8-year-old from Jaguar Aquatics. Lane 5, Juan Leem, 10-year-old from Boilermaker Aquatics. Lane 6 is Oliver Greasip, 9-year-old from Noblesville Swim Club. Lane 7, Corio Harger, 9-year-old from Carmel Swim Club. And in Lane 8, Joey Dudzik, 10-year-old from Munster Swim Club. Looks like they're getting the backstroke wedge adjusted there in lane 4 for the athlete there, Remington Allen. We're ready to go now. And we got ourselves a heck of a race here with half a lap to go. Everybody in contention. Slight lead here at the bottom of your screen, lane 8, Dudzik from Munster. Here comes lane 3. Abianca at the wall, and Dudzik will hang on. Lane 8. 39.91 his time. Second place in lane 3 was Abianca, 40.52. Heat 4. Lane 1 will be Forrest Kersey, 10-year-old from the Munster Swim Club. Lane 2, Hank Davis, 10-year-old Carmel Swim Club. Lane 3, Harrison Beckley, a 10-year-old from the Zionsville Swim Club. Lane 4 is Sully Gaff, 10-year-old from Plymouth Aquatics. Lane 5, Arash Tokati, 9-year-old from Club Olympia. Lane 6 is Hudson Hoagland, 10-year-old from Northridge area. Lane 7, Owen Lowe, 10-year-old Lake Central Barracudas. And in lane 8, it's going to be Jet Logsden, 8-year-old from Wind Tidal Wave. Three-way battle for the lead here with 15 meters to go. It looks like Beckley in 3, Gaff in 4, and Tokade in 5. And coming to the wall, looks like it's going to be Arash Tokade, or no, they're going to say Sully Gaff out-touched him in lane 4. The scoreboard says he wins it with a time of 38.92 to the 38.94 of Tokade. Very close finish there. 38.92 is your top time as we head to heat 5 past the seeded heat. In lane 1, it'll be Liam Preston, 10-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 2, Liam Ripple, 10-year-old from Portage Porpoise. Lane 3, Ryan Tian, 10-year-old from Boilermaker Aquatics. Lane 4, Ben Schroeder, 10-year-old from Indiana Swim Club. Lane 5, Jace Jackson, 10-year-old from Fishers area. Lane 6, Nolan Laneman, 10-year-old from the Michiana Marlins. Lane 7, Duncan Chandler, 10-year-old from Fort Wayne. And lane 8, Lex Vargas, 10-year-old from the Valparaiso Swim Club. Schroeder in lane 4, the top seed. Seed time 35.77. The meet record and association record 33.59. And Schroeder has the lead in lane 4, approaching 15 meters to go. Under the flags, about a 3/4 of a body length lead over Jackson, and at the wall it's going to be Schroeder in lane 4. He stops the clock, winning time of 34.20. So he's going to take the win in the event, score 20 points for his team. Second place went to Jace Jackson in a time of 35.29 in lane 5. Third place in that heat to Tian in lane 3, 36.13. Awards break coming up here in a moment. Voice of the pool deck, Mike Miles. Events 11 and 12. 10 under girls 50-meter backstroke, and the 10 under boys who just finished their 50-meter backstroke event. And then after the awards break, we're going to have events 13 and 14. 10 under girls 100-meter breaststroke event. We'll have 4 heats of time finals. Followed by event 14, the 10 under boys 100-meter breaststroke. 3 heats of time finals there. Be heading down to the voice of the pool deck, Mike Miles, here shortly. Of course, we're coming to you from the beautiful IU Natatorium, downtown Indianapolis. Here for our Indiana Swimming YouTube channel coverage of the 2025 Indiana Swimming Age Group Long Course Championships, sponsored by Speedo, a Thursday through Sunday meet this year. And we'll also take a moment to thank the IU Natatorium facilities staff, which is led by Ed Merkling. They do a great job here and helping us out with all the Indiana Swimming Championship meets here at this great venue. So we have the 10 and unders in the 100-meter breaststroke events, 13 and 14. Events 13 and 14, then it's events 15 and 16, 10 and unders, 50-meter butterfly event, and that'll wrap up our first 10 and under session of this meet. There'll be two more, one on Saturday and Sunday. Both start at 2 o'clock in the afternoon here at the IU Natatorium. Let's go down to Mike Miles.
In 8th place from Brownsburg Swim Club, Julia Bomeyer. 7th place from Southeastern Swim Club, Addison Salvadori. 6th place from Fort Wayne Swim Team, Maddie Grizzle. 5th place from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Celia Morgan. 4th place from Tri-West Swim Club, Collins Peachy. 3rd place from Westfield Aquatics, Carly Griswold. Placing 2nd from Duneland Swim Club, Matilda Basic. And the 2025 Indiana Age Group Long Course Champion and 10 and under girls 50 backstroke from Franklin Regional Swim Team, Rosalie Ackerman, in a time of 37.37. And we will have the boys' presentation coming up in just a few moments. We need to have the following boys over toward staging for the 50 backstroke. Gaff, Vargas, Preston, Laneman, Chandler, Tien, Jackson, and Schroeder. That presentation coming up in just a moment. And now the award presentation in 10 and under boys, 50 backstroke. In 8th place from Plymouth Aquatics Club, Sully Gaff. 7th place from Valparaiso Swim Club, Lex Vargas. 6th place from Carmel Swim Club, Liam Preston. 4th place from the Michiana Marlins, Nolan Laneman. 4th place from Fort Wayne Swim Team, Duncan Chandler. 3rd place from Boilermaker Aquatics, Ryan Tien. 2nd place from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Chase Jackson. And the 2025 Indiana Age Group Long Course Champion in 10 and under boys, 50 backstroke from Indiana Swim Club, Ben Schroeder, in his time of 34.20.
Next up, event 13, 10 under girls 100-meter breaststroke event. 4 heats of time finals. We'll come back to the south end of the pool now. Starts for these races. Meeting association record was set in 2023 by Grace Gannon of Fishers area. Time of 1:22:47. 4 heats of time finals here. And heat 1, lane 3 will be Taya Glasper, 9-year-old from Wave Makers. Lane 4 will be Megan Chu, 10-year-old from Avon Community. And lane 5, Emma Stillwell, 10-year-old from Capital Aquatics. 2 lengths to the pool breaststroke here in the 100-meter breaststroke event. Four heats. Your fastest seated heat will be in heat 4. Here we go with heat 1, using lanes 3, 4, and 5 here in this first heat. And a pretty good battle here on this opening 50. He's still well in lane 5, a slight lead. And it is still well at the halfway turn. Out in front in lane 5 from Capital. Half a lap to go, Stillwell leading over Megan Chu in lane 4, just above her. Chu's hanging in there. Here comes the 9-year-old as well, Glasper, with 15 meters to go. Lane 3, still Stillwell out in front. And Stillwell will take the opening heat here in lane 5 in a time of 1:40.96. Heat 2. Lane 2 will be Cadence Pettis, 9-year-old from Southeastern Swim Club. Lane 3, Nora Sweeney, 9-year-old from Carmel Swim Club. Lane 4, Tessa Glaros, 10-year-old from the Valparaiso Swim Club. Lane 5, Eleanor Crapo, 9-year-old from the Terre Haute Torpedoes. Lane 6 is Avery Ball, 9-year-old from Franklin Regional. And lane 7, Layla Urozov, 10-year-old from Westfield Aquatics. 2 lengths of the pool breaststroke. First 3 lanes appear to have grabbed the advantage. Heading into the north end of the pool, the turn. It's Glaros in the lead in lane 4, and by meaning first 3 lanes, lanes 2, 3, and 4. Coming off that wall pretty good though in lane 6 was, or lane 7 rather, was Urozov. From Westfield. And she looks like she's battling with Glaros in lane 4 for the lead with less than a half a lap to go. I'm up on 15 meters now. Trying to make a move here in lane 3 is Sweeney from Carmel. And it looks like lane 4 is going to win this second heat. That's Tessa Glaros from Valparaiso. Goes a 1:43.65. And second was Urozov in lane 7, 1:44.72. Heat 3. Lane 1 will be Ari Argyris, 10-year-old from Cinder Grove Aquatic. Lane 2, Opal Enoch, 10-year-old from Carmel Swim Club. Lane 3, Charlotte Britton, 10-year-old from Carmel Swim Club. Lane 4, Anna Parentow, 9-year-old from Westfield Aquatics. Lane 5, Brinley Kessinger, 10-year-old from Lake Central Barracudas. Lane 6 is Emery Lindvall, 10-year-old from Southeastern Swim Club. Lane 7 is Myra Jaryal, 9-year-old from Club Olympia. And lane 8, Brooke Allen, 10-year-old from the Zionsville Swim Club. Halfway turn, it's lane 1, Argyris out in front. But this appears to be anyone's race here. Everyone right together, really coming up on a half a lap to go. See, maybe a slight lead now in lane 3, Britton from Carmel. Quick close coming out of lane 5 here. That's Kessinger at the wall. It's going to be Britton in lane 3 with the win, 1:39.70. That's the fastest time so far. And second place went to Kensinger in lane 5, 1:40.45 her time. Heat 4, fastest seeded heat. In lane 1, Bryn Wells, 10-year-old from Irish Aquatics. Lane 2, Finley Cannon, 10-year-old from Irish Aquatics. These are all 10-year-olds in this fourth heat. Lane 3 will be Addison Salvadori from Southeastern Swim Club. Lane 4, Charlie Medford from Indiana Swim Club. Lane 5, Taylor Preston from the Noblesville Swim Club. Lane 6, Aria Coffey from Valparaiso Swim Club. Lane 7, Casey Daly from Noblesville Swim Club. And in lane 8, Adrian Bowman from Flashes Aquatics. Your meet record is 1:22.47 set in 2023. Medford the top seed in lane 4, seed time 1:33.23. At the halfway mark, it's Cannon in lane 2 with the lead. Another tight race, though. Still looks like it's Cannon with a half a lap to go in lane 2 with the lead. Lanes 3 and 4 right below her. Salvadori and Medford look like they're in second and third. This field really tightening up now with about 5 meters to go. Lanes 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in contention for the win here at the wall in this final heat. Who's going to get in there and touch the touchpad first? It's going to be Cannon hanging on in lane 2 with the win at a time of 1:33.51. And she's going to win this event with that swim. Second place in the heat went to Salvadori in lane 3, 1:33.61. Getting third was Medford, lane 4, 1:33.67 in that heat. Next up, event 14. 10 under boys 100-meter breaststroke event. 3 heats of time finals. In heat 1, lane 2 will be Maiko Liu, 10-year-old from Indiana Swim Club. Lane 3, Harrison Beckley, 10-year-old from the Zionsville Swim Club. Lane 4, Lucas Witka, 10-year-old from the Noblesville Swim Club. Lane 5, Adler O'Daniel, 10-year-old from the Mount Vernon Swim Team. And in lane 6, Oliver Griesip, 9-year-old from the Noblesville Swim Club. 3 heats of time finals. Heat 3 is the fastest seeded heat. Meet record was set in 1982 by Gary Snodgrass in a time of 1:25.11. Association record set in 1986 by Rob Roush. His time was 1:24.31. Going into the turn at the far end of the pool. It looks like it's lane 5 with the lead. That's O'Daniel. Up on a half lap to go. O'Daniel still with the lead. Lanes 3 and 4 trying to challenge though. Beckley in 3 and Whitka in 4. And those two have really closed in now with 15 meters to go, really to make it a three-way battle for the lead here. And heading to the wall here. It looks like it's going to be lane 5. O'Daniel with a wire-to-wire win, 1:47.20 his time. That's the time to beat. Second place was Whitka, 1:47.59 in lane 4. Heat 2. Lane 1 will be Joey Dudzik, 10-year-old from the Munster Swim Club. Lane 2, Havesh Patel, 10-year-old from Southeastern Swim Club. Lane 3, Coriel Harger, 9-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 4, Ben Weaver, 10-year-old from Greater Evansville. Lane 5, Liam Green, 10-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 6, Carson Lalime, 10-year-old from Northridge area. Lane 7, Liam Cockram, 9-year-old from Fishers area. And lane 8, Stephen Gian, 10-year-old from Indiana Swim Club. Here's the early lead here in lane 2 belongs to Patel from Southeastern Swim Club. Heading into the only turn in this race. And his 50 split 47.85. Second place in lane 4, Weaver. Still Patel, 25 meters to go, and second and third right below him, Harger in 3 and Weaver in 4. Those two trying to give chase. Now it looks like a surge coming from Weaver in lane 4 here. Looks like he's grabbed the lead now. Inside the final 5 meters, it's Ben Weaver from Greater Evansville. He'll win this heat. A winning time of 1:41.30. Fastest time now. Second place went to Patel in lane 2, 1:43.58. Heat 3 now, fastest seated heat. In lane 1 will be Zishan Hoffman, 10-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 2, Michael Bielski Russell, 10-year-old from Fishers area. Lane 3, Pete Wilhelm, 10-year-old from Avon Community. Lane 4, Gabriel Brown, 9-year-old from Fishers area. Lane 5, Ben Schroeder, 10-year-old from Indiana Swim Club. Lane 6 is Harrison Hull, 10-year-old from the Flashes Aquatics. Lane 7, Max Williams, a 10-year-old from Elkhart United. And lane 8, Jacob Lindmeyer, 10-year-old from Fort Wayne. Brown, the top seed. Seed time of 1:28.80, meet record 1:25.11. We've already seen Brown in his first event, first swim tonight in the 200 free, set a meet and association record in that swim. We'll see what he does here in the 100 breaststroke. He's got a nice lead here early, approaching the halfway wall. Gabriel Brown out in front here still with 25 meters left in his race. Second place in lane 5 is Schroeder from the Indiana Swim Club. Gabriel Brown inside 15 meters now. Let's see, can he get in there and have a shot at the meet record here in this event. He stops the clock in a time of 1:24.95, and he's got his second meet record of this session. Gabriel Brown, the 9-year-old from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers. And he is off to a fantastic start, to say the least, at this meet here on this Friday afternoon. Second place, Schroeder in lane 5 in that heat, 1:31.24 his time. So Gabriel Brown will be headed back to the top step of the awards podium here in a few moments with this awards session coming up to accept his medal for winning the 10 and under boys 100-meter breaststroke and meet record time. This awards break, events 13 and 14, the 10 and unders and the 100-meter breaststroke coming up with the voice of the pool deck, Mike Miles, here shortly. We've got 2 swims left here. Well, actually 8 swims left, but 2 events left. Event 15 and 16 coming up in the 10 and under session on this Friday afternoon. 10 and unders in the 50-meter butterfly girls, followed by the 10 and under boys in the same event. We'll use the starting blocks again down at the north end of the pool. And also a reminder, Friday night finals here at the IU Natatorium for 11 and 12-year-olds and 13 and 14-year-old age group start at 5 p.m. And you can join the broadcast on the Indiana Swimming YouTube channel. Get started with the both age groups in the freestyle event, 11, 12-year-olds in the 100 free, and then the 13, 14-year-olds in the 200 free. Those will be our first set of events coming up here. Finals, which get underway at 5 p.m. Ten under session again tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. again. Prior to that, though, we'll have Saturday finals, or excuse me, Saturday prelims first at 8 a.m. in 11 and 12-year-olds and 13, 14-year-old age groups. That prelim session will precede the 10 and under session tomorrow. Speedo is an official sponsor of the Indiana Swimming, LSC, and all championship meets, as is Elsmore Swim Shop. The Elsmore Swim Shop is the official supplier and sponsor of Indiana Swimming and Team Indiana. Today's broadcast brought to you by Indiana Swimming. Indiana Swimming is one of the 59 local swimming committees that make up USA Swimming. Indiana Swimming would like to wish all this weekend's competitors good luck and fast times. Indiana Swimming provides progressive, innovative programs that inspire excellence. Let's go down to the voice of the pool deck, Mike Miles.
And now the award presentation in 10 and under girls 100 breaststroke. In 8th place from Flashes Aquatics, Adrian Bowman. 7th place from Noblesville Swim Club, Casey Daly. 6th place from Irish Aquatics, Bryn Wells. 5th place from Noblesville Swim Club, Taylor Preston. 4th place from Valparaiso Swim Club, Aria Cuffey. 3rd place from Indiana Swim Club, Charlie Medford. 2nd place from Southeastern Swim Club, Addison Salvadori. And the 2025 Indiana Age Group Long Course Champion in 10 and under girls 100 breaststroke from Irish Aquatics, Finley Cannon, a time of 1:33.51. Still waiting for the results of the boys' race. Should have it momentarily. Over at award staging for the boys 100 breaststroke, we need Patel, Belsky, Russell, Weaver, Wilhelm, Williams, Hoffman, Hall, and Schroeder. That presentation coming up in just a moment. And now the award presentation in 10 and under boys 100 breaststroke. Gentlemen, go ahead and march on up onto the awards podium. In 8th place from Southeastern Swim Club, Avish Patel. 7th place from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Michael Belsky Russell. 6th place for Greater Evansville Aquatic, Ben Weaver. Fifth place for Avon Community Swim Team, Pete Wilhelm. Fourth place for Elkhart United Aquatics, Max Williams. Third place for Carmel Swim Club, Zashawn Huffman. Second place for Flashes Aquatics, Harrison Hull. And the 2025 Indiana Age Group Long Course Champion and 10 under boys 100 breaststroke from Indiana Swim Club, Ben Schroeder, at a time of 1:31.24.
So Ben Schroeder is going to end up being your winner in the 10 and under boys 100-meter breaststroke event. Congratulations to Ben. Next up will be event 15, 10 and under girls 50-meter butterfly. We'll go back to the far end of the pool to start these races. Four heats of time finals coming up. Meet record was set in 2016 by Adele Zenowitz, 31.59. She also holds the association record set the same year. At that time is 31.26. Four heats of time finals in this 50-meter butterfly event. In Heat 1, in Lane 2, it'll be Mackenzie Mesner, 8-year-old from Michiana Marlins. Lane 3, it'll be Aniston Worley, 10-year-old from the Noblesville Swim Club. Lane 4 will be Eleanor Crapo, 9-year-old from the Terre Haute Torpedoes. Lane 5, Mila Duke, 10-year-old from Wavemakers. Lane 6 will be Natalie Garrity, 10-year-old from Brownsburg. And in Lane 7, Taya Glasper, 9-year-old from Wavemakers. Early lead here being established in lane 6 by Garrity, which is inside 15 meters now left in the race. And Garrity's winning time will be 40.17 here in the opening heat. Second place, Glasper, lane 7, 41.56 in the first heat. Heat 2 of the time final. In lane 1 will be Kinsey Richardson, 9-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 2, Finley Crow, 9-year-old from Carmel Swim Club. Lane 3, Harper Owen, also a 9-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 4, Evelyn Flees, 10-year-old from Pendleton Swim Club. Lane 5, Lily Elliott, 9-year-old from the Terre Haute Torpedoes. Lane 6 will be Eleanor Banach, 9-year-old from the Munster Swim Club. Lane 7, Sydney Martz, 9-year-old from the Port Community. And lane 8, Emmy Silverstrini, 9-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Fastest seeded heat will be heat 4 in this event. Really anybody's race with a half a lap to go here. 15 meters left. It looks like lane 4 Flees a slight lead from Pendleton Swim Club. And here comes lane 5 now. Elliott from Terre Haute. At the wall, it's going to be Elliott in lane 5 with the win. Time of 40.57. Flees second in lane 4, 40.70. Heat 3, lane 1 will be Cece Mellon, 10-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 2, Haley Hines, 9-year-old from Franklin Regional. Lane 3, Autumn Reese, 10-year-old from Lake Central Barracudas. Lane 4 is Macy Couch, 10-year-old from Hoosier Hills Otters. Lane 5, Maddie Grizzle, 9-year-old from Fort Wayne. Lane 6 is Adley Gaxey, 10-year-old from Duneland. Lane 7 will be Megan Chu, 10-year-old from Avon Community. And lane 8, Michaela Morris, a 10-year-old from Carmel Swim Club. One length of the pool, butterfly. Up on the 15-meter mark. Looks like Wayne's 1 and 3 here out in front. Mellon in 1 and Reese in 3. Now lane 4 making a bit of a move as well. That's Couch. And underneath the flags, it looks like it's going to be between Reese and Couch. Lanes 3 and 4 at the wall, and the win will go to Autumn Reese in lane 3 in a time of 37.33. She's your new leader now with 1 heat left. Second place in the heat, Couch, lane 4, 37.82. Fourth and final heat, the fastest seeded heat, 10 and under girls 50 meter butterfly event. In lane 1, Finley Cannon, 10-year-old from Irish Aquatics. Lane 2 will be Carly Griswold, 10-year-old from Westfield Aquatics. Lane 3, Cora Arnold, 10-year-old from Noblesville Swim Club. Lane 4, Aria Coffey, 10-year-old from Valparaiso Swim Club. Lane 5, Taylor Preston, 10-year-old from the Noblesville Swim Club. Lane 6, Celia Morgan, 10-year-old from Fishers area. Lane 7, Allie Loeffner, a 10-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. And in lane 8 is her teammate, Gracie Warling, also a 10-year-old. Top seed, Coffee in lane 4, seed time 34.36. Meet record is 31.59. What a start out here in lane 6 by Morgan from Fishers area. And great rhythm on that stroke. Celia Morgan's going to win this final heat easily in lane 6 from Fishers area in a time of 33.49. And she's going to be your champion in the event. Second place in lane 4 went to Coffee, 35.19 her time. One event left in this 10 and under session, event 16, 10 and under boys, 50 meter butterfly. 4 heats of time finals. In lane 1, Tayden Leibold, 8-year-old from Concord. Lane 2 is Austin Oyang, 10-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 3, Diego Sanchez, 10-year-old from Fishers area. Lane 4 is Juan Leem, 10-year-old from Boilermaker. Lane 5, Ben Weaver, 10-year-old from Greater Evansville. Lane 6 is Cooper Norton, 10-year-old from Fort Wayne. Lane 7, Ethan Rogers, 10-year-old from Washington Township Swim Club. And in lane 8, Jet Logston, 8-year-old from Wind Tidal Wave. Meet record and association record set by Jay Stewart in 2017 at a time of 31.39. We saw Jay swimming last weekend in Bloomington at the Senior Long Course Championships. And the winner in this opening heat goes to lane 1, Leibold. 39.01 is his time. And second place, Sanchez in that heat, lane 3, 39.31. Heat 2, lane 1 will be Owen Lowe, 10-year-old from the Lake Central Barracudas. Lane 2 will be Shanak Avianker, 10-year-old from Lake Central Barracudas. Lane 3, Drew Miller, 10-year-old from the Southeastern Swim Club. Lane 4, Joey Dudzik, 10-year-old from the Munster Swim Club. Lane 5, Koa Jamison, 9-year-old from Fort Wayne. Lane 6 is Carson Lime, 10-year-old from Northridge area. Lane 7 will be Lucas Witka, 10-year-old from the Noblesville Swim Club. And in lane 8, Noah Kamagni, 10-year-old from Center Grove Aquatic Club. Like lane 4 with the lead at the halfway point, Dudzik from Munster. It looks like lane 5 trying to challenge now. Jamison coming inside the flags. Looks like it'll be between those two, Dudzik and Jamison at the wall. It's going to be Jamison in lane 5 with the win. 37.41 in that heat. 37.52 for Dudzik, who got second. Jamison has the fast time now, fastest time as we head to heat 3. In lane 1, it'll be Pete Wilhelm, a 10-year-old from Avon Community. Lane 2, Harash Tokay, 9-year-old from Club Olympia. Lane 3, Donovan Rayborn, 10-year-old from Fishers area. Lane 4 is Maddox Mackerel, 9-year-old from Fishers area. Lane 5, Chad Pendleton, 10-year-old from Club Olympia. Lane 6 is Brooks Carroll, a 10-year-old from Wind Tidal Wave. Lane 7, Nolan Laneman, the 10-year-old from Michiana Marlins. And in lane 8, Joshua Purvis, a 9-year-old from Center Grove Aquatic Club. And looks like we got lane 3 had to get back on the blocks here. I think we're good to go now. Apparently lane 3 is not going to get a swim, so we'll have 7 swimmers in this field, heat 3. And now they're asking everybody to step down. Top time so far is 37.41 for Jamison. Koa Jamison in the previous heat here. Event 16, 10 under boys, 50-meter butterfly. And we got a brief delay here before heat 3 gets underway. All right, everybody's back up on the blocks now for heat 3. 10 under boys, 50-meter butterfly. Battle's right out in the middle of the pool here. Lanes 4 and 5. Mackerel in 4 and Pendleton in 5. Those two both charging to the finish here. Let's see who's on stroke to get in there touch first. It's going to be Pendleton in lane 5. 35.15. And second place was Mackerel, lane 4, 35.43. So 35.15 is your top time with 1 heat left here. Fastest seeded heat. Lane 1 will be Shiloh Pak, 10-year-old from Carmel Swim Club. Lane 2, Liam Preston, 10-year-old from the Carmel Swim Club. Lane 3 is Duncan Chandler, 10-year-old from Fort Wayne. Lane 4 will be Ryan Tian, 10-year-old from Boilermaker Aquatics. Lane 5, Harrison Hall, 10-year-old from Flashes Aquatics. Lane 6 will be Alex Shee, 9-year-old from Carmel Swim Club. Lane 7, Lex Vargas, 10-year-old from the Valparaiso Swim Club. And in lane 8, Forrest Percy, 10-year-old from the Munster Swim Club. Tian in lane 4 is the top seed. Seed time 33.22. Meet record is 31.39. And it's Tian out in front with 15 meters to go in lane 4 from Boilermaker. And it looks like Tian's going to win this heat. His winning time is going to be 32.80. 32.80, and he'll win the event with that swim. Second place in the heat went to Harrison Hall in lane 5, 33.08. And third place in lane 2 was Preston, 34.47. We got one awards break left, the final awards break, and then we'll wrap up the 10 and under session here this afternoon from the IU Natatorium. So the awards breaks for the 10 and under girls and 10 and under boys coming up here. Those presentations in just a moment with the voice of the pool deck, Mike Miles. Ten and under session on Saturday afternoon. We'll start with the 100 butterfly events. That'll be the 50 breaststroke events, the 100 freestyle, and then a medley relay. It's always fun to watch these 10 and unders compete in the relays. That'll be the last 2 events tomorrow afternoon, events 43 and 44. The 10 and unders and the 200 medley relay. The 10-under relays are, as I said, are particularly fun to watch because you'll see some large lead changes in some of those relay heats. Usually happens anyway. Doesn't mean it will happen this year. Then, of course, finals. Friday night finals going to start at 5 o'clock here this evening on the Indiana Swimming YouTube channel. We've got some finals set by prelims this morning, and then also some time finals with the fastest seeded heat of the time final events tonight. And we're going to head down to the voice of the pool deck, Mike Miles, for our final awards presentations. There are 2 of them for this 10 and under session on Friday afternoon.
And now the award presentation in 10 and under girls 50 butterfly. In 8th place from Lake Central Barracudas, Autumn Reese. 7th place from Carmel Swim Club, Allie Luffner. 6th place from Noblesville Swim Club, Cora Arnold. 5th place from Irish Aquatics, Finley Cannon. 4th place from Westfield Aquatics, Carly Griswold. 3rd place from Noblesville Swim Club, Taylor Preston. 2nd place from Valparaiso Swim Club, Aria Coffey. And the 2025 Indiana Age Group Long Course Champion in 10 and under girls 50 butterfly from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Celia Morgan, in a time of 33.49. Award presentation coming up in just a few moments in the boys 50 butterfly. And we need the following swimmers over at award staging: Kersey, Vargas, Pendleton, Chandler, Shee, Preston, Hull, and Tian. Their award presentation coming up in just a moment. And now, the award presentation in 10 and under boys 50 butterfly. In 8th place from Munster Swim Club, Forrest Kersey. 7th place from Valparaiso Swim Club, Lex Vargas. 6th place from Club Olympia Swim Team, Chad Pendleton. 5th place from Fort Wayne Swim Team, Duncan Chandler. 4th place from Carmel, Alex C. 3rd place from Carmel, Liam Preston. 2nd place from Flashes Aquatic, Harrison Hull. And the 2025 Indiana Age Group Long Course Champion, 10 under boys 50 butterfly from Bouldermaker Aquatics, Ryan Tian, a time of 32.80.
All right, thank you, Mike. And with that, we're going to wrap up our coverage of the 10 and under session here on this Friday afternoon from the 2025 Indiana Age Group Long Course Championships, sponsored by Speedo. Saw some great swims, and Tony, it's always exciting to see how excited the 10 and unders are to get their session underway, and that'll continue through the next 2 days.
You mentioned it. Wait until the relays tomorrow, right?
Join us tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock for our next 10 and under session here on the Indiana Swimming YouTube channel. That'll wrap up today's 10 and under session. For the Executive Director of Indiana Swimming, Tony Young, I'm Eric Eaton, saying so long for now, and thanks for watching.